Welcome to Truth and Company Boxing Podcast for another segment of 20 random questions. I'm your host, John the Truth Dioria, and today's guest is Minnesota's own professional boxer and former champion, Cerresso Fort. How you doing, Cerresso?
Hey, I'm doing good. I'm doing good.
I appreciate you coming on today.
Oh yeah, appreciate you having me.
So what's going on since you stopped going in the ring? I know I've seen you at amateur fights. I know you're training. I know you own a gym. Is that what you're still doing?
Yep, that's what I'm doing. And also got these little ones like this one right here. This is what I'm doing, raising these kids.
You have
Got
three
three,
daughters, right?
three girls. The oldest is 15 and the youngest is 5.
Wow. Any of them gonna box?
They keep me busy. That right there, that's a question that I kind of don't even know. But I'm willing to support them to the hill with whatever they choose that they want to do. But they're in the they in the boxing gym. I'm in there. They there with me, and they train. They work out when they want to, and it's kind of one of them things where if they choose that that's something they want to do, I'm gonna support them to the hill. But I'm really gonna push them hard if it's boxing. Boxing is one of those sports where we know it's the hurt business. So
And like I just said, you're a trainer. I mean, every amateur show that I end up at, you got fighters at. So I mean, you got a lot of amateur fighters that you're training, right?
yes. I got about. I looked at my thing. USA Boxing. I got about 43 competitive boxers at the
Wow,
moment now.
that's impressive.
Yes.
Because guys fall in and out of the gym all the time. So to keep 43 competitive fighters in there on a regular basis is pretty good.
Right. I'm thankful to have a great team, because with 43 competitive boxers, they come in and out, and to have the coaching staff to have a good team to help me with them is very important, and very, very needed and very like I said, I thank the man above, man.
So do you don't coach any pros, do you? Do you have any pros right now?
Yeah, we got a couple pros kind of hang they hanging around the gym. Got a couple.
Okay, but I mean, you don't have one that you're gonna be able to take somewhere, do you? I mean, like, do you see
That's,
a lot
that's
of talent like to
and
the
that's the
next
plan
level?
with the ones that's hanging around. I see a lot of talent in Gizzy Hobbs. I see talent in Chris Bruce. I see talent, we got Tony Lee. I see talent. I mean, even those that they're around, and they got what it takes to actually, but to some young to the young, boxing is one of those sports where it's like a new blood type of sport where it's always new gunslingers, and with the young blood coming in, I got a fighter going to the Upper Midwest. He won Upper Midwest about 2 weeks ago, and now he's going to the Nationals May 12th to Detroit. So then after that, what I'm getting to is he's turning pro. He's ready. He don't want to do no more amateur, and I'm kind of supporting him. Like I said, if that's what you want to do, I'm with you. And he's about that time. He's 29 years old. He's ready to go.
Okay. All right, so so what is the name of your gym, just in case fans want to know and they want to come down, and what area is it in?
It's Cerresso Fort Boxing and Fitness LLC, but we in Brewery. I kind of keep it short. Sir Boxing Club. Sir Boxing Club is located on Arcade and Case, 965 Arcade. It's kind of like the
Is
heart
that
east side of St. Paul.
okay in St. Paul? All right, so you ready for these random 20 questions?
Yeah, I stay ready.
All right, question one. How did you get involved in the sport of boxing?
Well, I got involved in the sport of boxing. Me and two of it was like two of my peers. We was kind of walking around the neighborhood, and I stayed about a block away from the gym, which is the BT Bombers. And it was one of them days where it was a nice day outside, real hot, and nothing going on. One of them days where we was moving around, and we just walked in. And when we walked in, it was a guy named Wes Hayden. May he rest in peace. Wes Hayden was in there reading a newspaper, and when he was reading the newspaper, and he just said, "What do you guys?" I'm like, "Yeah, I want to try it out." We all wanted to try and see. And then after that, we all tried it, and it still from that point on, I stuck with it. And it stole my heart.
Okay. All right, question 2. What boxers have inspired you in your career?
Boxers that inspired me in my career was a boxer that I met when like I said, when I first started boxing. The reason I was told that if you continue to come to the gym and take it serious, we would take you to Florida with us. They was going to a tournament called the Powell's Tournament, and it was in '99. And I James Taylor, and we had a couple fighters, Eugenio Alvarez. These guys was going out there to box in that national tournament. I didn't know nothing about. I just knew, okay, Florida. I want to go out to Florida and do some things. And I'm like, man, we got on a boat ride, we got on a plane, we had some experiences, some things at a young age I never have experienced. So I was kind of excited and looking forward to that. And I'm like, you know what? This is fun to me anyway. I'm having fun doing this. And if I can get a y'all gonna take me, we're gonna go to Florida out for this trip. Out for me just coming like I supposed to be doing anyway. And I like doing this. I'm enjoying it. I'm like, okay, cool. So that right there led. It's kind of like the first question you asked. It all led to that, and then from that point on, I met Zab Judah. And at that tournament, Zab, Lil Duva, may Lil Duva rest in peace. Lil Duva was there. Christy Martin, I met her, and when I met Zab, it was kind of one of the things where I took a picture with him. I took a picture with him, and we talked, and coach was like, man, he's really good. He's a real good fighter. So, you fast forward it. He ended up in my pro career, he ended up coming around when I was in Vegas. We ended up going out to eat and talking, and because at that time previous, I didn't know no one, right? I felt like I might have to fight all of y'all. I don't know. I might have to fight Zab one day. I don't want to be too cool with him. So I didn't know. I didn't have that approach with boxing. I didn't know. I was looking at it like, okay, well, I don't want to be, I don't want to get to, I might have to fight him. But then you 8 months later, I see him on TV fight Teron Millette, and I'm like, dang, and I'm telling my brother, that's the guy, it's the picture, that's him. That's who I met. I wish I could have picked his brain and talked to him and got some advice, got more, pull some wisdom out of him versus just kind of looking at it like that. I might have to fight him. Gotta be, but you fast forward it, we kind of rebounded that, which was kind of cool.
Okay, so Zab Judah is definitely one of the guys that inspired you when you first started.
Yeah, Floyd Mayweather, someone that I ended up eventually, meeting as well in Vegas. I was training with his dad, Floyd Sr., kind of staying with him when I would go out there. And being that being said, Floyd was someone that I would like watch, when I was watching boxing. I was just so amused to seeing how he always was on point. Like, I never seen him have an off day. As far as when I watch him on TV, I'm like, dang, he always seemed to be in the best shape. And I don't see him looking tired, looking sluggish, so I'm like, that's what I found really intriguing. Like, I want to be like, that's how I want to. I want to have days where I'm consistently on point. And I've seen that with him. So that kind of amazed me with Floyd,
Okay. All right. Question 3. Do you have any hobbies outside the sport of boxing?
Basketball, coaching basketball, sort of, I guess playing basketball. And what else? What else, cousin? Bowling.
Okay. You pretty good bowler?
I'm all right. I'm all right. But you step out there on me from me saying I'm all right, you be like, damn, you pretty dang good there. Get you a better couple of dollars against me.
What's your average?
You done got me, suckered me in.
What's your average score?
Average score about 200.
Oh, that's pretty good.
Yeah.
You're a pretty good bowler.
I try to be hush about it.
All right, question 4. Did you have any boxing superstitions when you fought?
No, I didn't.
Okay.
Amazingly, I mean, my mind was just, I was on a different kind of cloud. I was always, because I believe my experience of being born in Illinois and Chicago and being raised in Chicago from a certain point to I moved to Minnesota, I got into some street fights. And them street fights I got into, it was real dangerous. So it was like to the point where, I might have to fight 2 people. I might I might, you might get jumped to the point you not just fight one person, and the person you fighting might be 20, 50 pounds bigger than you, 10, maybe 5 years, 6 years older than you. So when I started boxing, I knew I had a referee in the ring. I felt like damn near I was cheating. I'm like, damn, I got a referee. I get time to prepare for the fight. I get a coach. I mean, it's like I felt like I feel like it was more pluses to it, and I always had a positive outlook on everything. And I think that would help. That helped me having that positive outlook.
Okay, question 5. What is the craziest or the funniest story that ever happened between you and a boxing fan?
The craziest, me and a boxing fan.
Or any type of story between you and a boxing fan.
Well, nothing. Okay, well, I mean, I was out and about and I had someone talking to me about me when they didn't.
Wait a minute. They didn't know it was you and they were talking about you to you?
Yeah, man. I mean, talking highly about me, I mean, as a fan would say, as a fan, as a supporter, as I would say, really talking highly. I mean, and I'm like, not knowing that it's me, that it's Cerresso. This is who you talking to. And I'm kind of playing along with it, like just listening, like, okay. And I'm like, thinking it's a joke, but they really serious. And I'm like, yeah, man, like, saying great things about me, nothing bad, nothing out the way. And I'm like, okay, man, that's what's up. I'm like, but and at the very, very end, like, that's I'm Cerresso. Like, oh, okay. Then that person kind of feels a little awkward, I don't know. It's like but yeah, that happened.
Well, it could have been a lot worse. They could have been talking some real mad trash about you, and then you could have told them that it was you.
Yeah, probably. Yeah.
At least they were at least it was a fan anyways. At least that's how people were going around and talking about you as a fan.
Yeah, absolutely.
So that's a pretty cool story. I don't think that happens very often. Did you take a picture with him or give him an autograph or anything after that?
Well, no, they asked for autograph. I gave him a shook a hand and a hug, and he kind of kept it moving.
Okay. All right, question 6. Who was your favorite opponent that you fought in your career?
Say that one more time.
Who was your favorite opponent that you fought in your career?
My favorite opponent that I fought in my career, Caleb Truex. Yeah, because that was more than just a opponent. It became to be like we had like a bittersweet sort of a kind of different, unique kind of relationship, coming up, because we always spar with one another. We always supported one another to the utmost. We always, what I'm saying, always was always the love was there, but at the same time, when it's time to strap it up, we knew what time it was. We are in the hurt business, and that was one of them. That was the fight where I think it was a real pivotal fight for me as well. One of them. I felt the John Jackson fight was a real pivotal fight for me, by that being my first loss, and my first fight on ESPN2 Friday Night Fights. I thought that was real pivotal. Yeah. So, but yeah, me just I would say probably me and Caleb because of the upbringing, coming up in Minnesota and wanting the best for one another. So it's just fortunately it came the roads crossed for one of us to had to take one to get across that path. It was for the IB. We fought for the IBF intern belt, and that IBF intern belt was kind of cool to see him actually beat is it James DeGale?
Yeah.
Yeah. So that was really great, cool to see. He achieved that.
Okay. All right. Question 7. What's the proudest moment you've had in your boxing career?
The proudest moment was multiple. It was more the proudest moments in my boxing career was coming from whenever I got in the ring, whether it was win, lose, or however it went down. Just I came out and I competed at my ultimate. I gave it my all, and I went in there and competed at my ultimate best. And I mean, every time it's multiple moments where I came out and I really felt, I felt great about it, where win, lose, or draw, however it went down, I just knew I gave them all, and that's when I felt really good about it every time because I knew it was another milestone in my career. Every time, even go back to the amateurs. Every time when I competed at the end, I would, I knew that it was another milestone. I trying to get back to the drawing board every time though, and I never really scaled one so much bigger than the other. I always looked at it. I always trained my hardest. I always tried to, be my bet at my best for every one of them, not overlooking none of my opponents. Just really taking it serious.
Okay. So, question 8: if you were on death row, what would be your last meal to eat?
Tacos, a loaded taco.
Okay. You didn't even have to think about that. That was a quick answer.
Yeah.
All right. Question 9: if you could have had any musical artist walk you out to the ring for a fight, who would you have chosen?
Dead or alive?
Yeah.
Tupac Shakur.
Okay. All right. Question 10: if you could have won a trophy or an award in something other than boxing, what would you like to have won an award in?
You said outside of boxing?
Yeah.
In the NBA, MVP of the league.
Okay. All right, question 11. If you got into a street fight with 3 guys, what 2 Minnesota boxers would you choose to be on your side to fight with?
Minnesota boxers? You said Minnesota boxers, correct?
Yep. Well, yeah, because the odds are that if you got into a street fight, it would probably be somewhere in Minnesota. So I just threw that out there, that Minnesota boxers, who would you choose to be on your side to fight with?
Okay. It got to be one, or could you choose multiple?
Two.
I
Yeah,
can see
2. Yeah, because the question is, if you got into a fight with 3 guys on the streets, what 2 other fighters would you choose to fight with?
Okay. So size one. So I got the middleweight. I got the middle. So I need a heavyweight. I need somebody big. I had to take either like Phil Williams, and then light I go with Jason Litsaw.
Okay.
I got balance it out.
That's 2 good scrappers though.
So they light, they little. I'm gonna let Jason take care of the light, the little, anything under 50 pounds. I let Jay, and I handle anything in the middle, and then you got the heavyweight, the bigger, over 200. You take care of that. So.
I gotta be honest, man. I would love to see that street fight on YouTube.
Man,
Phil Williams, you and Jason Litzow against 3 guys on the street. That would definitely be exciting.
Man.
It might not be exciting for the other 3 guys, but it'd be exciting for us.
Right.
It might not last very long.
Yeah, possibly not.
All right, question 12. If the mayor of your city was willing to name something after you, what would you want named in your city after you?
Possibly a street.
Okay.
A street named after me. Yep. Somewhere, yeah, I think that'd be good. Especially a street somewhere where probably around by the gym, the boxing club where I'm like, I'll create like a safe haven avenue for all the youth in the community and outside of the community, just an open door for everyone trying to, just really saving the kids, helping the kids. And it's actually, it reflects and turn back to helping me because it keeps me out of trouble.
Okay. All right, question 13. If you could live as a person of a different race for 30 days, what race would you choose?
If I could live as a different race?
For 30 days.
What race? Possibly mixed with every race. Have a little bit of every race, so then I can, experience all the different foods, the different culture, the different, from all the different races, the language barriers. I mean, just every different race. I mean, you're talking about a really truly mixed pot, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's a good answer though. I've never had anybody answer that like that.
Yeah.
All right, question 14. Can you tell me an interesting story out of your boxing career? Any story that the fans might not know?
Any story of my boxing career that well, I mean, I can speak back to the work, to my work ethic, to the training I did. I probably ran one time. I was always pushing myself to do certain miles and to be alone, like getting miles in. So I think I think the most I ran was like I did a marathon dang there. I did 20 miles. You know, I did 20 miles in one day, and it took me a few hours. It took as I remember, because I remember it was sun outside, and when I got done, it was pitch dark. It was pitch dark. It was dark, and my shirt was wet. I was cold. I'm like, I couldn't believe I lost about 12 pounds that day. I lost
And
about
what
12
did you
pounds.
just run around St. Paul or what?
A lot of water weight. I ran around. It was Lake Phelan. I did the lake multiple times, and I just kept doing it. Kept doing it. Jogging at a real good pace. You know, nothing super crazy fast. But yeah, I just wanted to accomplish that. You know, I set little milestone goals, personal goals. Like I wanted to get it, and I did that. So that was one thing about me. Even my career. You know, things that I've done. I always I set my I went and gave it my all, in regards to the fact I know that I bet it on myself and I put it all on me. It wasn't like someone else told me to do this that way and I did it and it didn't work out. Then I probably would be upset highly, right? But a lot of it, I kind of went about it. The decisions was made and I made them out, made the decision the way I felt that I wanted to do it at the time. But you know, looking back at it now, the wisdom kicked in. Now I'm older. Now I would have did some things differently, but I didn't know. At that time, I thought I was making the right decisions.
Did you like running as a boxer? Because I
And
know a lot of boxers don't like running.
yeah, I enjoyed running, but I think I didn't have to run, like I said, them many miles and breaking my, that was a lot. I got to be better off doing sprints, doing like maybe 10 to 20 wind sprints. And but running, maybe not to that capacity of 20 miles, 18 miles, 15 miles, things of that such. But like I said, that wasn't something I did on a consistent base. That was something I just do out the blue, and I'm like, okay, I want to accomplish this, and I do it. But far as on a consistent base, I'll run maybe like 6 miles. So
Did you ever run a real marathon?
I did a half marathon. Yep, I did that. Yep, I
Okay.
accomplished that.
All right, question 15. What's something that you're very passionate about besides boxing?
Basketball. I like that. I'm really into basketball. I keep up with football as well. To especially right now. It's always been kind of one of the things where I'm at. Like so, like right now, Minnesota teams are hot. Like the Timberwolves doing great. I'm loving it. You know, the Vikings. I like the draft picks they just made. They just picked up. So kind of, I'm in tune to. I'm always in tune when it comes to the sports. It's my other baby girl.
Hello.
See, yeah.
That's funny that she just showed up right now because the next question, like we brought up in the beginning, you actually have three daughters. So something tells me you've spent a lot of time watching Disney movies. So question 16 is, who is your favorite Disney character?
My favorite Disney character. They're not Disney characters though. I like the. You gotta remember,
Yeah, but you've had to spend a lot of time watching
uh,
Disney movies with your daughters.
uh, my no, they. I don't. What's your favorite? What's your favorite movie? Sorry.
Me?
Yeah.
Princess Tiara.
Princess. See. I don't watch. I don't watch that. With they watch it, and I don't watch it.
So you don't have a favorite Disney character?
Nah, my character, like Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles, or like I was more to like fighting type of, that's what I said. Boxing was kind of the sport that kind of helped me, help me that extra that I had in me, get it out and use it constructively in a great way, in a positive, without being in trouble. So boxing,
Right.
I say I fell in love with it, right then and there. Once I got to doing it at the gym.
So basically, your favorite cartoon characters then was the Ninja Turtles.
Yeah. So yep, Ninja Turtle. I liked it. What was it? X-Men. But you gotta look at the culture behind that. It's like fighting villains, and yeah. So
Okay. All right. Question 17. Who's the hardest puncher you've ever faced in the ring in a fight or sparring?
the hardest puncher. The hardest puncher, probably when me and Anthony Durrell, we sparred, and he hit pretty good. He hit pretty good. I can name, and it's a list of guys that hit pretty good. It wasn't like one individual hit so much different than the other, because Caleb Truex hit me with a good shot, draw me. Vitaly, the Russian I fought, I mean, the proof is out there. The fights are there. We can watch them. Where I got hit with good shots, and like I said, it wasn't like so I could put all of them in one boat. You know what I mean? I put all of them in one scenario and just say, these are all good hitters. Because it wasn't like one person hit me. Wow, but it'd been different if I got hit maybe once, and I'm like, but it was all like the same type of feeling. It was all that same feeling. Yeah.
Okay. All right. Question 18. Who's the one boxer, alive or dead, that you'd want to sit down and have a conversation with if you could?
Let me see. Possibly Andre Ward.
Okay. Have you ever had a chance to meet him?
Yeah, we met. We talked. Yeah, we met. It was like one of them type of spurred him. Like I was at the gym. He was. I was walking in the gym not knowing that he was there training, and he was putting the work in, and he found out where I was from, and Antonio, he immediately got to ask me about one of my peers just here in Minnesota, one of my brothers, Antonio Johnson. He said, Antonio, man, he cold, man. I need Antonio. I need his number. So so I had, we boxing is a small world. We always 1 degree. The separation is so close to the point where I know somebody that knows somebody, and then all of a sudden he connected real hard with Antonio Johnson, and he asked me about a number. Can I get him? And I'm gonna try my best to connect them dots for him.
But you just never got to sit down and actually have a
we didn't get to talk.
Conversation.
No comment. Right. Other than just that moment there, because at the same time he was training. He was in the gym putting that work in, and one thing about me, I'm the type of I understand the concrete of that. When you put work in, at the same time, I just really have that kind of conversation right now. There's a time and place for everything.
Okay. So. All right. Question 19. Who is someone in your life that has inspired you outside the sport of boxing?
That inspired me outside of my grandmother. Growing up, her raising me and seeing how hard, how she made things look easy. As far as when it comes to cooking, she made that look easy and it tasted so good. Just everything, just going through tough days or however it may be. To losing somebody, taking a loss. I mean, we all take losses, and losing somebody in death. That we all take losses that way. That hurts. But seeing how she was able to hold herself up and carry on and live life and move forward in them days of tough days, to me, that, and even now, I mean, with health issues, and she's able to battle through. I mean, that's I really I'm there for. Yeah.
And is it fair to say that your grandmother's probably your biggest fan?
Yeah, big facts.
Yep. I've seen her at many fights, and she's always right there, win or lose. So,
yeah, that is so true.
I was pretty sure when I asked you that question, that's probably who you were going to say, but I wasn't sure. All right, question 20, your last question. If you died tomorrow, what would you want your fans, your friends, and your family to say about you?
Well, we'd love to be remembered as someone that really had love for the sport of boxing, and also had so much love for the sport of boxing to the point where I created an avenue to help others and better others and uplift the state of Minnesota and pay homage. I pay my homage in the sport of Minnesota, and now I'm giving it my to make the avenues better for the next generation.
Okay. Well, listen, Cerresso, I appreciate you taking time to come on and do the 20 questions. If you got anything to say out there to the fans before we end, go ahead.
I just want to say, that if you support me, I really appreciate it. And to you, thanks a lot for having me on. It was
Well, I
good.
appreciate you coming on, man.
Yes, sir.
All right, hold on. And with that, the truth has spoken.